It's episode 15 of this move by move series where I play rapid games and explain you my thinking process during the games. Let's find our opponent for today's episode. Alright, finally I'm getting my opponent. Like, I was waiting for maybe over 2 minutes at this point. Finally, opponent from Nigeria. I mean, that's fun, J-Links. He plays Alekai's defense, which is not the main opening. Of course, you give white a lot of space, you give white a lot of tempos, you move your knight so many times. I'm not sure what I gotta play. Let's play c4, knight goes back to b6, and then I play d4 take in the center. Yes, and now the main move is d6, which just will be played probably, because otherwise I'm not sure if black are able to leave. So here, right now I'm studying some theory, f4 and all that stuff, but I don't want to play f4 right now. But that's the most aggressive line against this setup for white. I'll instead play simple knight f3, or I think the move is e takes d6 actually, which is knight f3. I don't think it is the move I have in my files, but yeah, plays e takes d6. So there are difference between c takes d6 and d takes d6. If you ask me what to do in both setups, guys, I don't think I'll be able to tell you because I don't remember myself, but I'll try to basically develop pieces like I always do. Play knight c3, then play bishop d3, and usually knight goes to e2, not to f3 but to e2 in these setups. Knight e2. So I think that basically the reasoning behind knight e2 is that after bishop g4, let's say knight is on f3, there is more pressure on this knight because bishop has to, maybe bishop e2 will have to be played, right? But after knight on e2, oh guys, I can't even talk. I saw knight b4, I was like, oh man, tough. But you know what? I think bishop b1. So the point is, after bishop g4 and knight on f3, more pressure, while on e2, knight is being protected by this, by queen, and all that stuff, so not that bad. So the point is, knight b4, attacking my bishop. But I can simply go bishop b1, and now knight c4 cannot be taken. I can't say it's a trap, but sometimes people blunder it for some reason. Yeah, basically, now knight c4 is kind of threatened, so let's play a3 maybe. Attacking the knight. If knight goes back, I think bishop d3 back is actually an option, since let's say bishop g4, trying to take on d4, I'll play queen c2. I'll attack on h7, and I think I have not too many troubles, I would say, but still everything is possible. Bishop f6, putting pressure on d4. I want to play bishop e3, and let's say after bishop g4, pinion this and try to take on d4, I'll play queen c2. Once again, that's a very crucial maneuver. Plays d5, which is a very important move in these positions as well. And now I think c5 is the move that has to be played, and now knight c4. Now knight c4 takes, and you might wonder who is better. I gotta tell you, I think white might be slightly better, but I won't really rely on that. I think this has to be taken because bishop c1, knight d4 takes, bishop h7, queen d4. Like, it can be played, but at the same time I don't wanna allow this. D takes c4. I might consider playing queen a4 because I think it's good option. Let's say knight d4 is played, I can take, and then go rook d1, pinion this. So queen a4 I think is a very strong move, just to attack opponent c4. I am not sure what is playable in this position. I have to check it out afterwards. That's why we have analysis after each game, so stay tuned, don't go anywhere, that's gonna be fun. Is d5 not winning? Is d5 not winning? How is it not winning? d5, bishop d5. So the only thing I'm seeing right now is basically but still it's like so the reason I'm saying is d5, bishop d5, and let's say rook d1, pinion this, right? There is knight e7, unfortunately, and if takes queen c4, I'm putting pressure, but it's not like huge pressure, I would say. but something like rook d1 makes a lot of sense. Bishop d5 takes knight c3. I think rook d1 is a very annoying move, in my opinion. Because now knight e7 might be played actually, but knight e7 I would rely on my knight f4 option. And the point is, I put a lot of pressure on e6, I put a lot of pressure on c4. If I end up taking on c4, that might get very unpleasant for black pieces. I mean, if I'm up a pawn, technically it's gonna be hard to defend. By the way, what's this guy's rating? Maybe let's say in Blitz. He's only 1935 in Blitz, so I'm definitely stronger. But yeah, I mean, anything might happen still. I might lose to these guys. It's rapid, it's longer time control, it's harder to play, but I'm definitely a favorite. Yeah, now d5 is obviously a very, very strong idea. But yeah, my idea honestly here is try to take on c4 somehow. One way or another, I should be able to take it. This move. You know what? I don't quite like this move. I gotta be concrete here why I don't like it, right? Knight e6. Takes on a4, takes back, f takes e6. Queen d7 is playable as well. Like I wouldn't really take this move out of context, but I don't know. It's like I gotta do something, and I don't wanna trade, obviously, because to me it feels like I gotta have something better than just trading. But yeah, it looks like I have a lot of pressure. I'll just have a lot of pressure here. Takes, I'm not sure. Cause knight e6, knight a4, and I'm like, nah, I can't put pressure on this. d5, I mean, makes sense, but honestly, again, it's like, I don't think it's a huge thing for me. Even though it might get me a huge advantage. Let's play d5. Because I'm calculating that I mean, queen a4, knight a4, bishop f5, bishop d4. And I was like, there's just gotta be something, right? Queen a4, yeah, I'll have to take back, so let's pre-move it, do not spend more time. Yeah, maybe, yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting analysis, because I think it's very interesting. I'll actually, you know, even walk through the database when that, like Daniel does. Not during the game, of course, but after, yeah, because it's very interesting and fascinating position. Like, you never know what to expect, and it's move 19, and it's very exciting. I'm surprised he didn't spend as much time on some moves, but definitely he's not playing like the right way. But now if bishop goes to f5, queen takes, so he has to take and then go bishop f5. And then I have to come up with some moves. I have to calculate bishop d4. What I don't like after bishop d4 is there are some g5 possibilities, and I don't want to lose my d5 pawn. But bishop d4 is crucial, because I want to actually trade. The only move, let's say, takes, bishop f5. So takes, bishop f5, takes, bishop f5, bishop d4. What I don't like is bishop g5 happening. There is some knight h5 threatening to take on g7, but once again, I'm not sure if even this would not be something good. But I guess knight g7. I mean, yeah, it's a hard position. That's why he's spending time. But I think knight a4 is the only move he has, because if he lets me take on c4, there's also bishop g4. But I think bishop g4 is just terrible due to simpleton and bishop d4, and he's not able to put any pressure on me. Yeah, I think any move besides queen a4 is actually bad. Yeah, bishop g4, that's what I not really expected at all. But apparently that's a very good move. Because, yeah, I have to go this way. And now, I mean, bishop d4 has to be played at some point. Knight f5 is an annoying move. I blundered it. He goes this way. I think he puts some good pressure on me. Like, actually good pressure. Let's play knight h3. Terrible move. I know maybe knight e2 was a lot better, but yeah, that will be a mistake for a reason. Good reason. Rook d8. or rook a8. And I have to take. Yeah, but he definitely puts a lot of good pressure on me. Yeah, it's gonna be a complicated position, I believe. Like, I'll have to play knight c3, takes, knight e5, bishop g5. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough position to win. If he plays the right way, of course. If he messes it up a little bit, I mean, I might get a chance, but honestly, it's just a bit complicated. Takes. Yeah, I don't quite like this, but alright. And he plays this way, which is a very good way to put me even in more pressure. D6, takes. I think this is a good move, since I'll also attack this bishop, and he'll have to go somewhere. Takes. I also put pressure on queen side a little bit. Yeah, he spends time. That's the only thing I'm happy about. But other than that, my play has been horrible in this game. Obviously, yeah, it's a tough position, honestly. Takes. Knight e3 once again. He will not be able to take, as my rook will attack from this side. Placed this way, I think. Nah, bishop a7, d7. Oh man, it's hard. Like, I gotta do something. Like, I'm not sure if it's any good, but you know, bishop a7, rook e8, d7, rook d8, rook e1, let's say. Yeah, but that's not any good. Rook d1. Man, how do I protect? Maybe bishop c5, bishop b4, bishop c3. Because bishop c5 does, bishop b4, a5, this, b5, maybe rook d5. Yeah, let's play this. Yeah, as I said, I mean, it's getting complicated. I have to calculate a lot, and I'm just not able to. Like, I don't think it is a good position. He's playing well, good chess. I mean, he managed to create counterplay. Yeah, now also knight d4. Yeah, annoying. It's just annoying. A lot of annoying stuff. a5, bishop c3. Takes rook d1. Like, now I'm not that sure. Like, because I'm protecting it. King g2, king f3, king g4 might be the path to go. Other than that, I mean, rook d5 is an option. That's quite interesting to do. This, I think rook d5 is quite strong. Just kind of pin it. And also threaten bishop c3 right now. b5 is not possible due to me taking it. Bishop c3 has to be played, almost has to be. And then takes. And then my idea, I mean, takes, knight goes somewhere. Goes this way. Yeah, you know what? I mean, this guy's playing surprisingly well for his level. I mean, too good. Yeah, he's 1900 in Blitz, that's why. I mean, in Rapid, I assume I gotta beat this guy's. Like, he's not, can't say he's like good. This, maybe some sort of, yeah, I don't know, rook d4 maybe. Maybe this rook. I'm trying to go to c4. Yeah, and you know, there are even some checkmate ideas potentially coming up. Like h5, g4, like I'm not that sure. Maybe I'll have to sack at some point. Yeah, and he like protects everything. Like, that's another like huge annoying thing from this guy. He just protects everything. He just tries to tie everything to his hands, like not letting me like any chance. Rook g4 maybe rook e4, just to be quiet better here. I mean, position is obviously a lot worse. The only thing why I might win it is just because of time situation in this game. I think bishop b4 is something I have to consider. Takes. And then this, attacking kind of f6. Yeah, b5 now wins, I think, a piece, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm just in huge trouble, unfortunately. Yep. Yeah, and he finds it. It's like, you know, finds the best moves. I don't want to, you know, say bad things, but I don't expect something from opponents of such level. This... The only thing is time right now. Yeah, I mean, why you're thinking of taking? I mean, that's weird. I mean, obviously it's completely winning, but guys, I just have some bets. Yeah, you might say I play terrible, I agree, but the guy played, I mean, decently, surprisingly decently, for someone of his level, which I'm a bit concerned about. But yeah, I guess this is what it is, takes. And then, I mean, he thinks of whether to take or not, which is, of course, kind of weird. Of course he wants to win, he probably wants to spend some time in order not to, you know, make the position worse or whatever, but, I mean, you just gotta play faster, I mean, not what. And he spends time on thinking of taking on h3, I mean, that's some absolute insane nonsense. This f5, yeah, I mean, f5 I don't think is best, but let's see if he plays it. Yeah, only time, yeah, I mean, you see it's getting very bad. I mean, takes, there's nothing to think about really, like you just take everything and try to, yeah, he plays this way, this g4, I'll have to go back, yep, knight d5, just go back. Yeah, that's the thing I kind of don't understand about this. Like, I would play this position without any thought, you know? This guy is spending so much time on taking pawns, on taking material. That's, I don't know, honestly. I mean, let me know in the comments, but yeah, I don't like the way that this game was played, but alright, king f2. This. Okay, 4. Yeah, he kind of still spends some time. Yep. Yep. Where's he going? Yeah, I mean, now he can just go somewhere with his rook, give a check, promote. Yep. This way. I mean, he should be able to checkmate me, right? I mean, he will be able to, I mean, there's just stuff, unless he plays something like this, terrible, yeah. I'm interested in seeing what the accuracy is, because yeah, he doesn't checkmate, alright. Alright guys, you'll see the page of the game review. Yeah, I mean, 89.6, as I said, I mean, probably the worst move he did were during the opening, and you will see that. And then he played almost perfectly. I didn't have chances, and as you could see, I mean, he spent some time on some, you know, stupid moves. And, you know, we'll quickly go to ChessBase to see what happened in some of the games. Yeah, knight b4 is not the main move. I mean, people play castle, people play, yeah, mostly castle in this position, just, you know, continue development. He played knight b4. Bishop b1, castle, and let me quickly switch the tabs here. And this position after bishop b1 was played a lot of times. But, I mean, move castle is played, I mean, on, let's say, good level only one time. And let me refresh this one. Yeah, so this position is mad. As you can see, there is some, basically, guy with 2371 from 2009 played castle. I decided to play a3. I thought a3 is the best move, and even computer thinks a3 is the best move. And after knight c6, I mean, this position was faced, as you can see here, only 3 times. And by the way, I played against Mirzoev myself back when I was a kid. Maybe I was like 17. He was a grandmaster, he's still a grandmaster, and I made a draw with black pieces in a very long game in Nimtsovich. But yeah, he played against another fellow, I'm not sure where is this guy from. But yeah, the game basically continued like castle. I played, yeah, I think I played castle as well. And then there was played b3. Did I play castle? No, I played bishop d3. Yeah, that's exactly what. So my plan was, I was like, I gotta protect this pawn. I didn't want to get it kind of get behind it. So let's say castle. Apparently after knight c4 there is even bishop h7 or queen d3 actually. Not bishop h7 of course, just give a piece. But yeah, basically the idea is to play queen d3. After queen d3, I mean queen h7 is a checkmate, queen on c4, and white are winning the piece. I forgot about this series, so yeah, castle is probably the way to go, but let's see how this game developed. Queen d3, knight g3. This was played in one of the title Tuesdays, actually this year in October. Bishop e3, bishop g7, knight 3, bishop a2, which is a weird move, not gonna lie, rook d1. And basically white got a lot of space advantage, even lost an exchange, but managed to, create a lot of counterplay and then bring the rook and win this game. Yeah, quite interesting game actually. Like I didn't go through it the first time, but yeah, I mean probably on time, but yeah, who knows. Up an exchange, but yeah, obviously open king and whatnot. But yeah, now let's get back to the game. Yeah, I just didn't like how that was developing. I mean, first of all, I think after rook e8, or let's say here, I should have played d5 and kind of pushed the knight, but after d5 I was like knight d5 and what's gonna happen, but apparently b3 and I'm completely fine. Play bishop d3, castle, bishop e3, bishop f6, d5. d5 is quite common, c5, knight c4, takes, queen a4. Threatening take on c4, and trying to bring the rook to d1. He played bishop e6, rook d1, now knight e7. I mean, the reason I'm like kind of suspicious about all of it is the guy is like 1900 in blitz. That's the only thing, and he played almost perfectly from now on. Queen d7. This, of course, queen a4. Yeah, that's probably the crucial moment. Like, you know what I was calculating? Queen d5, this, and I was calculating like knight d5. Apparently, this only leads to some complication. I was calculating bishop f4, this, I was like, alright, what is this endgame? But apparently, it's worse. So I would have to do something like knight c3, and now black simply have a bishop pair in this endgame. But yeah, there is some knight h5, bishop h4, and d5. Put it this way, if g6, I mean, there's even rook d4, which I would never found, but I think I would. And g takes h5, rook h4, and just play against this terrible structure. But yeah, d5, it is what it is. I played it just to have some pressure at least. Plays bishop g4. Bishop g4, alright, doesn't matter too much. Rook d2, and plays g5. I mean, g5, I can't say it's hard to find, but g5 is just a kind of annoying move. And actually, the move I played in the game is the best, because after knight d2 I would have just lost basically due to knight d5. And I'm losing pawn, knight d3, takes, knight f5. He puts some pressure on the bishop. I go d6, takes, and now he just has too much stuff coming towards this d6. I'm not able to promote it, obviously. Bishop c3, thus I should have taken and played knight c3 back. Just, yeah, lost position, but whatever. This, rook e4, takes, and play bishop c3. Actually, bishop c3 at this point is the best move, surprisingly. Not even bishop c1. I'm actually surprised why this is the best move. And rook e3 is the best move. What's going on? The position is just simply this bad. I mean, not even this move is good, because apparently this endgame is even worse. But yeah, bishop c3 to blunder a piece is actually best. But yeah, from that point, I mean, I didn't really have chances. My only thing was maybe I'll win on time, but I couldn't do it. And yeah, it is a loss. I don't remember losing actually in the previous episodes. I mean, he spent a lot of time. I don't like this. You let me in the comments if you think this was suspicious or not. I'll see you in the next move by move episode. Have fun, enjoy. Bye bye.